Egginton started in the 1800s. They started with sharpening steels. And it wasn't until the 1980s when they bought old knife companies out. Joseph Rogers and Sons, George Rustenham and Son, and George Ibbotson and Co. They were saved from extinction, and that's how they got the trademarks that they've got today. At Egginton's, everything is handmade, and it has been for over 40 years. We believe in keeping the heritage alive. All the skills that have been passed down from cutler to cutler, they'd be lost if we didn't carry on showing new people. We really are passionate about the traditional ways and keeping the old ways alive. We're one of the few remaining companies in Sheffield that still grind as a wet grind with the stone. By grinding in water, it won't get them too hot and they won't lose their edge when it comes to the wetting stage, which is the last stage. Grinding by hand means we can take as little off as possible to make sure that all the blades pass in the knife. With the 3 blades, when they're all shut down, they need to be able to shut down without touching, so that's why they're all specifically ground to each knife. A traditionally made knife will feel more to your hand. You can feel the difference in the quality. It feels like it's made for your hand. You can just hold it and think, that fits. We have a working range. Some of those would be the army knives that we supply to the MOD, and then some action knives, but they're for specific jobs in the working trades. We send to America, Australia. It's a really varied market that buy from us. So it does depend what market you're selling to and which trademark will sell better, but all 3 are really popular. People still absolutely love to own a Joseph Rogers knife. It doesn't matter whether it's an antique or now obviously under Egginton Brothers making how they would have made it in their factories years and years ago. The cutlery trade has always been men and women. The women were more behind the scenes, but we want people to come and try it, no matter whether you're male or female. As a female knife maker, there's not been many in history. I feel like that is important to show that it wasn't just men that can do this skill. When checking over, everything is done to each individual knife because all the tensions are different because it's a handmade product. When we're checking the knife over on the bench, we're making sure that the blades aren't too tight for falling. If they're too tight, we're just loosening it off gently. There's a technical term called walk and talk, just making sure that the blade opens and falls perfectly. You see us wobbling the blade, that we're making sure it's not got a headache, so it's literally just making sure the blade isn't loose, and if it is, we just tighten it up. If there's any trapping in the blade, when you open it, it normally makes that nice click, and when you shut the blade down, if it falls correctly, it'll also make the nice click.